Hello everyone, welcome to latest episode of Talk. So just a long time no see. We just didn't share. I didn't share about my recent updated for like almost half a year because I just found that last time we recorded a talk is actually is around 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. But last episode of talk I just analyzed the NBA playoff teams and to guess which one will get the NBA championship. And finally the Celtics won the championship, and it just matched, which is match I guess. And before that, I just record 3 episodes about the MLB teams and players analysts and CPBL analysts. So the past 4 episodes, I just do the analysis about the baseball and basketball. So and before that. And before that, I think it's around it, like, wow, it's around like we can just trace back to the end of February. We just around the Chinese New Year, around that. So like it's almost 4 months after, and I didn't share about my recent updates and my status of myself. So for this time, maybe I will more focus on my recent updates and my status right now, my feelings and my thoughts. Okay, so the first thing, so for the past 4 months, so I just of course I just back to Shenzhen and just keep working and just like before, I work 6 days a week, and I take a rest on Sunday. Yeah, so usually the normal time of work is Monday to Friday, and for Saturday, I go to work on Saturday just because I can take a rest, so I can exchange the rest, the holidays. That means I can, if I work one day on Saturday, and I can get one more day for a rest, for a holiday. Yeah. So actually I only have 1 day break in a week. So this is why I do not have so much time to do something I want. And if you remember last episode, I want to do this year. So the first goal I want to do is to study German, and of course, I spend most of time out of work is to study German, and it is not an easy task, just because. Just because, I plan to take the German test in the end of this year, and I will take for B1 test, and I will start to review my German, because I studied German before when I was in high school. So during the high school, I studied my German studying my German, and my German level is like almost A2 level. Yeah, during the past 3 years, during my high school. So for me, I think A1 and most of A2 for me is like to review that. But because it is I graduate from my high school is almost 10 years. So most of like concepts of learning German is almost forgot it. So for me it's like to learn German from almost from the beginning. But even I restarted almost the beginning, but I learned German before, so I can learn it like more faster than I was in high school. So for A1 levels, I think it is not a big challenge for me. So I just spent like 2 to 3 months. I think around 2 months. I think 2 months. So I review my A1 level, and I think I can handle it with my A1 level. And then I think in mid of April or the end of the April, and I start to like study A2. But for A2, but there is a big challenge between A2 to A1, because like vocabulary, like maybe grammar is not a big challenge for me, because for Chinese or Taiwanese language learners, they are very good. They are very good at like learn some grammars. So I think grammar is not a big deal for me, especially in German, because some rules, the grammar rules in German, I think is very stable. It's not a like a 1 for 1, 2 for 2. Yeah. So I think it's not a big deal for me. But for the vocabulary, that is one of challenge for me, because like I'm not good at remembering some words, even though I'm reading some German articles or listening some like videos, something like that. But the vocabulary, if I didn't spend another time to like remember those words, I forgot those words very quickly. Even though I can like remember those words if I just read very, very, very much more times, I can remember that. But if I want to take a process more faster, and I need to spend more time on remembering my vocabulary, and those vocabulary, but those vocabulary are not from like a word book or something. They are just from the articles I read, the videos I read, and I just found some words I didn't sing before, or I just forgot before, and I just write it down, and I spend another time to remember those words. And it spent a lot of time for me. Yeah. That's one of challenge. And the second challenge is like my listening. The listening, I think I can maybe I can improve that. But But I'm not very good at listening, even though in Mandarin. Sometimes like people talk to me in Mandarin if they like speak too fast, or they just give you too much information in one conversation, and even though in Mandarin, and they give me like such of that conversation, I'm very I I still forget those information easily, even though in Mandarin. So this is why I can. So this is why I can understand after few years, like after few years, I just take my TOEFL test, because because when I just prepare my TOEFL test, the most difficult part for me, I think, is listening, because like in 3 to 5 minutes, you just give me a one conversation, or just one articles, and even though I can take notes, but I still forget very easily, because those information, even though they talk in Mandarin, I think I cannot do it well. So this is why it is very hard for me to break through to improve my English listening. So just the same part in German. So until now I still only can like practice to listen the very, very basic German, and they talk at very slow paces, and yeah, I still like practicing. I'm still practice this kind of level in German, yeah, and I think, but in recent time, I think I feel better, because I think I do a little better, just because like in like A1 level, in A1 level, and if they speak slower, and I can understand what they're talking about if I see the German subtitles, not the English subtitles or Mandarin subtitles, in German subtitles in A1 level, and if they speak slower, I can understand. And if I watch like 2 to 3 times, even 4 times, and I can see that kind of video without any subtitles, and I can understand. I think this is my main improve, but this is not enough, because I will take a B1 test in the end of the year, but I still only can listen that kind of videos. But the listening material for a test, and between the listening test and the actual German video, I think there is still some difference, because if you take the test, you take a listening test, and you can just and you can only just remember the main keyword, and you can answer the questions, and it is not important to understand what they are talking about. It is not too important to understand what they are actually talking about. If you can catch the main keyword, and you can answer the questions, and you can get a high score, but the actual video or in the real conversation, I think is of course not for that. So this is why some of people, they say, oh, I take TOEFL test for over 100 points, but when I get to the like English environment, like in US or UK, there's still some barrier in actual conversation. But I think in IELTS, I think is better, because because like listening or speaking, I think there is more close to the actual environment. Yeah, so this is why there are more and more people suggest people to take the IELTS test instead of TOEFL. But okay, so return back to German. So because but until now I didn't listening too much about the test material, just because because I bought the test practice book, and they have CD, and they have a CD to offer me to listening, but there's more. But right now there's like there's no more CD player in a family, because in a modern society in 2020s, if you want to listen to music or even a podcast, you just like to listen to you just like sign your Spotify account or something like stream music, or even though you can through YouTube or other videos, and like you can listen to music or watch videos even though listening to podcast. So there's no needed to listen from CD, and even though the MP3 is also almost like very very it's become the past tense, and you just give me a CD, and where can I get from the CD player? So this is why I still not spend time to listen to test material, but I think if you can watch the video and you can understand what they're talking about, I think it is not a big. I think it is easy to like. I think it's easy to like listen material. And another challenge is like speaking. Speaking is not a challenge because I'm only one person, and I don't have any teacher to like talk to me what is right or what is wrong. And so even though I think I can talk some basic sentence, but most of the time it is more stuck than my English. So maybe I will find a German teacher to like practice with me in German. So yeah. So I think this is so in general, I think except reading, I think my reading is improved a lot. So like recently I just do some practice for A2 level, and I found that even though there are some words I didn't understand, but I still can answer the questions. I still can get a high not a high score, but I still have a good performance in my reading. So except my reading, other subjects in a language, I think is still a challenge for me, especially listening and speaking. Yeah. So I think this is my status in German, but and I spend most of time of in my out of work is to study German, and I spend a lot of time on that. Yeah. Okay, so like I spend most of time like study my German, and like sometimes I just sometimes I want to spend more time as much as I can. So like I usually I sleep. I didn't I sleep didn't I sleep like very like a few hours, like it's like 4 to 5 hours during the weekdays. So this is why I'm very tired at Saturday night. So I usually I sleep like almost like 14 to 16 hours during Saturday night to like Sunday, like until afternoon. Yeah. So, but I think this is I think it's not a good way for me for in the long term. Yeah. So like for today is Sunday, and I just slept like 15 hours since last night. So I think it is not good for I think it's not good for me in the long term. So maybe I'll do some adjustment maybe in the future. But if you want to like take a balance between you want to do and your actual life, like while you're working, so I think there is something scarifies to do some adjustments. Yeah. And this part of my life I just thought about. I just thought about. There are some people say like college university students, they can only choose two between three. They can only choose two from three options. The first one is their coursework, and the second one is sleeping, and the third one is social network. So and the most students, maybe they will choose their coursework, and most students they will choose the coursework. So their sleeping and their social network, they can only choose one. So this is very hard, and this is very hard questions for any one person, and until now I'm still faced this kind of questions. It's like kind of like almost 10 years since I'm in the university. Yeah. And so like in Sunday, so most of the time on Sunday I just slept a lot, and the remaining time of sleeping, yeah, and I can just I do play the violin, yeah, and I just bring my violin to Shenzhen, so I can play my violin for 1 to 2 hours, And in the violin, there's another story. Because like, even though I bring my violin to Shenzhen, but for my weekdays, for weekdays, I just out of my work, like in 7 p.m. Sometimes I will leave the company at 8 p.m. and I will take and I will have a dinner, and after dinner is almost 8 to 9 p.m. Usually I play violin at like 9 p.m. It is not a big deal, but it is not a big deal when I was in Taiwan. So, but since I live in U.S. In the past 2 years, the bedroom in the house in the U.S. is made from the wood. So if I play the violin like too late, my neighbors, I think they would not. My neighbors maybe they will think I'm too loud, too noisy. So I only can play my violin during the afternoon, or even though in the morning. So now in Shenzhen, the house is made by brick, not made by wood. It's the same as in Taiwan, but I think play a violin, I think too late, I think is not good for me or my neighborhood. But and also I'm tired during the whole day, during whole day. So after work, I just only want to like sit on the chair, or sit on the chair and just do my other stuff. So due to the two reasons, so this is why it's very hard for me to like play the violin on the weekdays. So I only take the violin on Sundays and in the afternoon. So the whole schedule. So the whole schedule for a Sunday is like I usually wake up at like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we take an average like 3 p.m. I wake up at 3 p.m. and then sometimes I will take maybe I'll take lunch if I'm hungry. But if I'm not too hungry, I will wait until the dinner time. And so even though I didn't take the lunch, I wake up at 3 p.m. and then I just play a violin. And after playing my violin, I think it's around 4 something until almost 5 p.m. So at this time, sometimes I will take a walk nearby my dorm room, or if I have something to do, I have doing something to do, like write my blog articles or study my German if I didn't reach to reach my schedule in the past few days. Actually I did. I schedule my German learning is only on Monday to Friday. Because if my schedule is delayed, I can do it on Saturday or Sunday. So if my German schedule is delayed, I will do it on Sunday. And if more time, I can take a walk after outside my bedroom. So so it is kind of busy. Like today, so for example, for like today I just wake up at 4 p.m. and I just practice my violin, and after practice my violin, I just record this episode. So it's right now. So right now is, I think, is around 5 something p.m. It's almost 6. So I think after recording this episode, I think I'll have a dinner. Yeah, I will do the dinner, and I think I'll write some blog post this night. Yeah, so you can see. So you can see, like, there are some articles I publish, and when you can see the articles I publish when this episode is when this episode of Talk is published. Yeah. So this is a very hard for me to. So this is what I do during most of Sundays. So, but I think this is not a big deal, and my days on Sunday, my schedule on Sunday is still very, like, it's like very much, not feel boring on Sunday, but there is a question. I do not have time to like go to another places, or even though a travel, like 1 day travel or something, or just go to the visit on the tourist place, Yeah, especially, currently, and I'm outside of Taiwan currently. Even though in Taiwan there are still so many places I want to visit, so I still, but from the status, from current status, yeah, I spend most of time on sleeping, and even though I wake up, I still want to play a violin or something tasks I need to do. Yeah, so I don't have, like, a lot of time on traveling. So currently I still have to plan my time or schedule my time on like traveling. Yeah, because if I didn't do that, I will always stay in my dorm room every day. I think it is not very good for me, especially I've come to Shenzhen for almost 1 year, but I didn't visit too many places. Yeah, so that is quite a pity, And the last time I take a travel is almost 1 month ago. It's during the Dragon Ball Festival, and there are 3 days. There are 3-day break, and I just planned a 3 days of travel, and I went to the Hainan province, and actually I went to Hainan for like 2 days, and the 3rd day I went to Zhuhai, a city in the Guangdong province. So, and I just take a I just go traveling. I think it's 3 weeks ago, and I think Hainan is a good place for visiting. Yeah. So the first day, I went to Haikou. No, not the Haikou. I went to Sanya. And the second day I went to Haikou. Yeah, there's 2 main cities in Hainan province, and the Hainan province, from from the Hainan province actually is much bigger than I imagined. So you can see the Haikou is the north city in Hainan, and the Sanya is the southern city in Hainan. And the distance between these two cities is around 300 kilometers, and it is from the north place in the distance between the north place and the south place in Taiwan is around almost 400 kilometers. So the Hainan province is actually very big, and the whole area of the Hainan province is actually similar to Taiwan. So you should take a high-speed rail from Haikou to Sanya. And my schedule is that, because I just booked the plane ticket and the hotel ticket and booked the hotel. It's like before 1 week before the trip. So actually, there's there's still the price of the plane ticket is not too easy. It's not easy, and it's not cheap. So, especially the ticket from Shenzhen to Sanya, that is very expensive. So I just go to the Haikou first by plane, and then I took the high-speed rail from Haikou to Sanya, right? And that was insane, because the time. So because the plane fly at like 6:50 a.m. Yeah, so I should depart at 4 a.m. from my dorm room to the airport. Yeah, so you need to start at 4 a.m. That means you need to wake up at 3 a.m. for you to prepare yourself. Wow. So to avoid overslept, so one day before I take a plane, and I just go to sleep at like 8 p.m. after the work and eat my dinner and take a shower, and I just slept at 8 p.m. and I set an alarm clock at like 0 a.m. and then I just prepare my my baggage and prepare my baggage, and until like 4 a.m. I just depart. And then when I arrive at the airport, and I take a plane, and I arrive the Haikou at around 8 a.m. So there it is a short flight. It only take 1 hour. And then and then I just wait, and then I just wait the high-speed rail, because the time I will take high-speed rail is 9:45, 9:30. I almost forgot, but something like that. And I will wait the high-speed rail for almost 1 hour, and then I will take the high-speed rail. But it is because and then after and then in the high-speed rail I'm very tired, and I slept immediately after I went into the high-speed rail. And from Haikou to Sanya, it spent almost 2 hours. Yeah, and so and then I arrived at the Sanya station at 11. I think it's 11 like 20 something. Yeah, and then I went to the first place. The first place I visited in Sanya is called 大小洞天. Yeah, so and the distance from the high-speed rail to that place is almost 40 kilometers, and I spent and then I take a car for like almost 45 to 50 minutes. So when I arrived it's almost 12:30. Wow, that is very, very. I spent very, very more time from my dorm room, and from my dorm room to my 天涯海角. Not 天涯海角, 大小洞天. 天涯海角 is another place I visit in Sanya. Because Sanya is like every tourist in Sanya, I think it's like not very close, like it's almost at least like 10 to 20 kilometers. It's very far away. I went to the 3 places in Sanya, and it is almost like at least like 10 to 15 kilometers in each places. Yeah, that was very far. But the schedule, but the places in Sanya, but the most things I did in Sanya, I just watched the ocean, and I think it's very beautiful because I like to watch the ocean and watch the ocean in a while, and take a rest, and there's some water activities in Sanya, but even though I didn't do that, but I still spend a good time in Sanya. Yeah, and the second day I went to the Haikou. So there's difference to Sanya, because Sanya is like because there is close to the ocean, so they have a lot of like water activities. But the Haikou is different, because in Haikou there are some like historical architecture, or there's some also there's because Haikou is, and also there's some because it is the capital in Hainan province, so I think it's more historical, more cultural places than Sanya. So the second day, I think second day is better because the time I take the high-speed rail is around 9 o'clock. So I don't need to like wake up too early. And I arrived in Haikou at like 11 something, and I just take a visit for several places, and there are some historical places, actually in Haikou. Actually, I think there's around like in like the most early is like in Han Dynasty, or in Han Dynasty there have some people, or like there are some people from government, or some like some famous historical people, they just move from mainland to Hainan, and like from Han, Tang, Song, like dynasty, Han Dynasty, Song Dynasty, Tang Dynasty. There are some people, like famous people, or or people from government, and they just like move to Hainan, and there are some a lot of people from government, they move to Hainan just because they are degraded, like from a popular city to a city like very far from their capital. Yeah, and also I just walk through the park, and their old street, and there's another beach. Yeah, that is a good time in Haikou. Yeah, and the third day I just went to Zhuhai. Why I come to Zhuhai? Actually, just because when I just booked a ticket from Hainan to Shenzhen, I found that there's only two times. There's only two times. Either it's very early, or it's very too late. Too early, that means like 5 or 6 a.m. They will fly at 5 or 6 a.m. That's very early. Late is like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Wow, that's very late, because if you take it at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and you're back in Shenzhen, it's almost like it's almost like in the midnight at 1 p.m. or at least 1 p.m. and you need to work, and you need to work and you need to work a few hours later, and it will be it is very physically challenging for me. So I will take the early airplane. But I found another thing. The prices from Haikou to Zhuhai is more cheaper than the Haikou to Shenzhen. So that gives me another idea. So I will take the airplane from Haikou to Zhuhai, and I will visit the Zhuhai city, and then I will take the ship from Zhuhai to Shenzhen at the afternoon. So even though the total price I think is similar to the ticket from Haikou to Shenzhen, but I can get more things, like I can take a visit in Zhuhai. So that's a deal. So So the plane, even though it's very early, the plane is at 7 a.m. It is very early, and so I need to, I need to leave my hotel at 5 a.m. and that means I need to wake up at 4, and that is very challenging for me, because because before that I just walked through the Haikou city for a whole day. Actually, I'm very tired, but I need to wake up at 4. Wow, that's incredible. And finally, I woke up at 4:40 something, and I just and then I just like I just like, wow, it's all 4:40. Wow, quickly, and then finally I just arrived at the airport at like 5:20 or 5:30. Yeah, so. And then I finally arrived in Zhuhai. And then I went to Zhuhai, actually in several places. And I take a walk in the Zhuhai city until 5 p.m. and we'll take the ship from Haikou to Zhuhai, from Zhuhai to Shenzhen. And I will back my dorm room at like almost 8 p.m. Not too late, so it is a good time. So that is a good time for me, a suitable time for me, when I arrive my dorm room. Yeah. So if you want to like. I want to understand more about what I'm doing in Haikou and Zhuhai. I just make a video. I just make a video to make a video which is record my video, record my journey in Haikou, in Sanyang, Haikou and Zhuhai. Yeah. So that is my recent trip. So it is almost 3 weeks. I think it is another time for me to have another trip, even though another trip, like short trip or 1 day trip, is only like Sundays. So and just talk about the video. And for this year, I did another things is to make a video to record my trip. Yeah. The reason I do that just because in my blog, just because I just wrote my diary for my journey, for my trip or my journey, and I wrote that in my blog, and I just put some photos and I just upload some photos to my blog. But one day I found that I cannot upload the photos. I cannot upload the photos to my blog. So, and also I write the articles to explain the thing if you want to understand more, and then this is why I have another idea. So to like make a short video to record my any of my trip, and the method and actually it is easy. Not easy, but it is not hard for me. Just because, first of all, I still write my diary, and I still post my diary into my blog. And then and then I'll read my diary, and I'll put some, and I will put some pictures, and I'll combine them into a video. So I put my video on my YouTube, and then I put the YouTube link on my blog. So you can find those videos on my blog. So I will not tell you here, but if you are my followers, you can find where is it. Yeah, and this is another. This is my another work for. I think this is a new work for this year, but I think it will not spend too much time for me. So, and also you can watch the video, and you can review your trip from the video. I think it is a good. I think it is good memory for me. So, so in short, it is worth. It is a worth. Doing the video is worth. Yeah. And for a trip, yeah, I think I will go to Hong Kong in July, at least one time, yeah. And I just found that last time I went to Hong Kong for a visit is in February, before the Chinese New Year. Yeah, so from that time until now is almost like 5 months. Yeah, it is almost 5 months I didn't went to Hong Kong. I think I need to like take a visit in July. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's more prices, more priceless to say. Actually, I went to Hong Kong in the beginning of the May, but actually Hong Kong is the but I went to Hong Kong, but at that time I just go back to Taiwan from Hong Kong, so I didn't visit the city at that time. Yeah, I just go to from Shenzhen to Hong Kong to take the airport. Yeah, I didn't take a visit, so I think I will go to Hong Kong in July. Yeah, and also there are some cities around Shenzhen I want to visit again, like Guangzhou. Maybe Guangzhou I can visit Guangzhou. Maybe I can visit Guangzhou more in the end of this year, because I can watch the CBA if I went to Guangzhou. And there are some cities like Huizhou or like Shenzhen, or what the city called, Meizhou. Yeah, so I think I will schedule those trips in my future. So yeah, so this is very hard for me to take a balance between my goal for my tax and visiting my places. Especially I'm out of Taiwan. I'm in mainland China. So and also because there's a lot of places to visit, and because the history in China is very long. So there's a lot of places. It looks very historical. It's very cultural, and most of them are very worth to visit it at least one time. Yeah. So it is still a task or a challenge for me to take a balance, especially I only have 1 day break in a week, and I will need a lot of sleep. And maybe, so this is why if I want to visit those places, I will sacrifice my sleeping time. So you need to scheduling. It is very hard to like, it is very hard like, I want to go to there randomly. It is very hard for me. Okay, so in this episode I just share about my recent life in the past few months. So this is so this is the end of my sharing, and also the time is up, and I think the time is up, and this is the end of this episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye.